it's Cheryl Brickey from Meadow Mist Designs again, and I'm here to talk just a little bit more about my Just Two Charm Pack Quilts book that's coming out in May of 2023. Now, this is a follow-on to my book, Just One Charm Pack Quilts, and one of Quilter's favorite features of the book was that every quilt pattern in the book was shown in two colorways. So I knew that was super popular, so I wanted to make sure for Just Two Charm Pack Quilts, I did the same thing. So today, I just want to do a little mini trunk show you a couple of the quilts and show them in the two different colorways. I just really find seeing the different colors really helps me kind of get ideas of how I would want to make the quilt. So behind me is called More Fishies. Now in the Just One Charm Pack Quilts book, one of the most popular patterns was a pattern called Fishies. So I really felt like I should revisit that. And so this is a different take, and this one's called More Fishies. So this is the version with a dark background and some lighter blues and some of this lime green is that additional fabric, that fabric A. So this is More Fishies, and I'm going to show you the alternate colorway. So this is the alternative colorway for More Fishies. So you can see the fabrics, the colors are reversed. So the background is a light and the fish are dark. So that way they stand out against the background. So I think it looks great in both ways. This next quilt is called Betty. I kind of felt that the quilt blocks looked like a granny square, like a crochet. So I named this quilt after my grandmother, Betty, whose real name was Brosina. She was first generation from Italy. What I really love about this pattern is how the different colors are used in each of the different blocks in different sections. So it gives the blocks, they're all the same block, but you can see where the darks and the lights fall. Each of the blocks looks different. So I really love Betty. And this is the alternative colorway for Betty. And in this colorway, instead of being randomly placed, all of the insides are the aqua from Bonnie and Camille, and these outer parts of the pieced areas are all pink and red. So it still gives a very scrappy look, but this one's a little bit more controlled and the blocks all look more similar. So I love how just changing out the fabric makes it look like a completely different quilt. So this next pattern is called #Diamonds. And for this version, there's this beautiful kind of mossy green color as the background. All the prints are Anna Maria Horner. And then we have the white making up the hashtag. So this looks beautiful. And let me just show you the back. Do you see that? That's just such an awesome wide back print. So such a big scale. So this is the main version of #Diamond. And now this is the alternative version of #Diamond. Now this one, I have a kind of an off-white background, and then the hashtags are this dark charcoal, and the prints are a Riley Blake print. So with this, because the hashtag was much closer to the prints, the hashtag doesn't pop out as much and gives a different look. And this is another one. This is very block-based, so you could very easily make this one smaller quilt or larger just by simply adding or subtracting blocks. So I really like this design. This one is actually, I believe, the last pattern in the book. So I think this one's the number 16 pattern. The final stop on our little book tour showing off both colorways. This quilt is called Abby and Katie. They were named after my dog, Katie, and my cat, Abby, because it's an alternating ABA. So there's two different blocks in the quilt. So I decided to name it after the two pets. So with this one, it's an off-white background. This fabric A, the additional fabric is kind of a gray, kind of has a little brown in it. And then there's some Moda prints. So it's very subtle. It's more muted. I really like this. And Abby and Katie is one of the biggest quilts in the book. In fact, if you added just a couple borders on it, it would be a really nice bed quilt, in fact, because it is, I believe, about 75 inches by 75 inches. So it is one of the larger quilts in the book. And now this is the alternate version of Abby and Katie, and you can see how much more bold it is. So with this one, it's a blue kind of background, and this additional fabric is a magenta, and then these are all Allison Glass rainbow prints. So you can see that just compared to the previous quilt, which was much more, you know, calm and soothing, this one's much brighter and has a whole different look just by switching out the fabrics. So I'm sorry that this is all I can show with my sewing room. I don't have a huge thing, but you design wall, so you can't see more of the quilts. But if you look on my blog, there are different pictures, and Instagram I'm showing full pictures of the quilts. And so I hope you enjoyed this little tour. And I'd love to know in the comments, which quilt is your favorite of the 4 that I showed today. Thanks so much.